Boys, UFC 306, Noche, Riyadh season, whatever you want to call it, is finished. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pissed. we have Merab and Bahamondes as champion in the UFC. The UFC is going downhill fast. The main thing I'm so mad about Merab being champion is we're gonna have to listen to him yapping every press conference from now on. If you guys did watch it and you saw the post-fight interviews with Merab, this man was yapping for like 10 minutes straight of, I don't even know, to be honest. But, it's over. I'm not even going to talk about my video about the locks of UFC 306 because I don't think any of them happened. I don't know. Who would pick most of the Mexicans to win? Who would pick, majority finishes on this card? It couldn't have been me. I would never pick something as stupid as that. But as you can see, we have every single winner on screen. A few losers here and there on that main card. We also got those prelims for you guys, but we're gonna start with that main card, go through every single fight, do some rare matchmaking, but let's start it off with the winner, Merab Dvalishvili. It's so sad they did my boy dirty. It is what it is. Merab champion now. We have to deal with his retarded ass for a hot minute now. I don't see this guy getting beat for a while. It is what it is. We're gonna have to listen to this boy yap for months and months and probably years, to be honest. But next matchup, I think it's going to be Umar Nurmagomedov, to be honest. They've been saying it this whole time, if Sean O'Malley won, I don't think Umar would have got the next title shot, but I think Umar now going to get the next title shot. I personally thought if Sean O'Malley won this one, they would have done something like a Figueiredo, but didn't end up working that way. And I'm not gonna lie, Herb Dean was so freaking annoying during this entire fight. First off, we have a stupid bantamweight champion. This guy, first round, first 20 seconds, let me not worry about Sean O'Malley and just yap and yell at Sean O'Malley's corner. First time I've ever seen that happen. Honestly, hilarious. Then I think this was in the second round. Merab starts giving Sean O'Malley some kisses when he's on top of him, backs off with like 5 seconds left, walks away from Sean O'Malley, back turn. Sean O'Malley runs up on him and smacks him. I would have laughed so hard if Sean O'Malley knocked him out there, but it is what it is. Let's move down Sean O'Malley. At first I was thinking, let's do someone like a Henry Cejudo. I was looking at the rankings and I didn't realize that this guy, he just recently lost. I thought he would have been a lot lower in the rankings considering he lost to someone pretty low in the rankings. That's going to be Corey Sandhagen. I think this would be such a fun matchup. I think this is the matchup to make next for Sean O'Malley. A really easy bounce back fight, in my opinion. I think Sean O'Malley KOs Corey Sandhagen, to be honest, but I don't know what was wrong with Sean O'Malley this fight. He was so timid, so scared to throw anything but body shots. This guy was doing nothing but straight to the body. No headshots for like the entire 5 rounds. He completely, I understand completely forgetting to throw like teep kicks and all that stuff because of the threat of the takedown, but he didn't throw them at all until the 5th round where he actually hurt Merab bad on several occasions. Bad game plan, bad overall fight for Sean O'Malley. It is what it is. Let's go down to the worst fight of the card. Valentina Shevchenko got it done over Alexa Grasso. I can't believe some people actually thought Alexa Grasso was going to win this. Idiot. I can't believe someone actually thought that, Valentina was going to lose so badly that she was going to retire. I would hate to be so brain dead like that to actually think that was going to happen, but I did so bad on predictions on this card, I'm not going to lie. Probably got 3 right, but it is what it is. Valentina Shevchenko got it done over a very boring fight. I don't think the rematch is next. We don't need to see the rematch. This division has been on hold for a few years now because of these 2 women. Let's do some fresh matchup. Of course, the next contender is Manon Fiorot. I think that's the next matchup to do. Very, very simple, very basic, not much explanation is needed for this one. Let's go down to Alexa Grasso. I think the next matchup for Alexa Grasso should be Maycee Barber. Maycee Barber, this will be her #1 contender fight. And for Alexa Grasso, if she can get it done over Maycee Barber, maybe you do another title shot. I don't know. But for sure, I think this should be the next matchup for both of these girls. I think this would be a fun matchup. And if Maycee Barber can get it done over a former champion, I think she should be next for Valentina Shevchenko. All depending on how things move around in the division. I know Thug Rose is fighting recently, so maybe they do Thug Rose after they do Manon Fiorot. I don't know. This whole division is really messed up right now. A lot of these divisions are just screwed up, to be honest, at this point. Go down to Diego Lopes. I just realized I don't have Brian Ortega here. I don't know why. I was supposed to, but let's talk about Brian Ortega, I guess, real quick. Brian Ortega, let's move up to 155. 145, I think, it's a wrap for him. I think he needs to put on some more muscle. Move up to 155. He did look a little, I'm not gonna lie, he looked a little bit fat in there. He didn't have the definitions and stuff like someone like a Diego Lopes had. I think he needs to bulk up a little bit, get some solid muscle on him, move up to 155. Fight someone like, I don't know, a Beneil Dariush. or Gamrot. One of those two guys. I think that'd be a fun matchup. But yeah, that's what we should do for Brian Ortega. Let's go down to the winner. Diego Lopes shown to have, it's either a big ego that affects his game plan or he's just retarded, because he hurt Brian Ortega bad in that first round where he could have easily finished him. But, you know, the ego got in the way. He wanted to submit him. Could have easily brought him back up and easily finished him there. That's what I predicted was going to happen, but either retarded or has too big of an ego. Regardless, I think his next matchup should be the winner of either Sterling or Evloev. Now, mainly because featherweight also such a messed up division right now. We have Ilya Topuria versus Max Holloway coming up next. If Ilya wins, they're probably going to do Volkanovski again, to be honest. If Max wins, I don't know. I think Volkanovski is going to get a title shot again. So that's 2 title fights that the champion needs to fight before we can even look for another contender. So yeah, the winner of this will definitely be the #1 contender moving forward. Plus, like, if Sterling wins, I don't think they want to give him a title shot because they hate Sterling. If Evloev wins, I also don't think they want to give Evloev a title shot because they don't like him either. And yeah, like I said, featherweight really messed up right now. It's hard to get a #1 contender when there's still people like an Alexander Volkanovski laying around. But let's go down. Esteban Ribovics got that split decision over Daniel Zellhuber. Really fun matchup. I'm not gonna lie, this was one of the better fights of the card. And with Esteban, he's had so many first round KOs. I think we give him a little bit of a boost up in competition, someone higher in the rankings. I think we give him Elvis Brenner, a pretty known name outside the rankings in that lightweight division. And yeah, if he can beat someone like Elvis Brenner, we can look into someone in the top 20, maybe even get him a top 15 matchup after that. But yeah, and yeah, right now going on a tear in this lightweight division. Again, one of the funner fights that we had on this whole card. I think round 3 has an argument to be one of the best round 3 fights ever. But yeah, this would be a fun matchup. I guarantee someone goes out cold in this matchup. I don't think this goes to the decision. Let's go down. Ronaldo Rodriguez got it done over Ode Osbourne. I was so sad because Ode Osbourne almost had this boy out. And I was picking Ode to win this one, to be honest. But Ode almost had it. It sucks to see it, but it looks like Ode most likely is going to get cut from the UFC because he hasn't had much success, but it is what it is. Rodriguez got it done. Let's match up Rodriguez with Charles Johnson. I think this would be a really fun matchup. Plus, you're giving Rodriguez a name in Charles Johnson. Plus, right now, Charles Johnson coming off that crazy KO win over Joshua Van. So I'm not going to lie, right now, he's probably the biggest he's ever been right now. And yeah, fun matchup. Let's go down to those prelims. I'm going to make this really fast and sweet because, to be honest, not a lot of people care about these prelims, but I'm going to run through them real quick. Norma Dumont got it done. Had that disgusting cut over Irene Aldana's forehead. One of the nastier cuts that we've seen in the UFC, but let's match her up with a #1 contender fight. I think we should give her Raquel Pennington, and as you guys can see on screen, Raquel Pennington doesn't have her belt because I think she's going to lose her up-and-coming fight to Pena, so let's give her this one. #1 contender fight for Norma Dumont, and that's if Raquel Pennington doesn't retire, but I don't think she will, especially now she's going to be a former champion, and she'll have a better contract, so she'll probably be getting paid more since she was a former champion. But let's go down. Ignacio Bahamondes got it done. First round KO over Manuel Torres. A crazy fight too. This was a great fight. They were talking on the broadcast how this might be a next fight for him, regardless if this guy wins or loses. That's going to be Daniel Zellhuber. I think it's going to be a fun matchup. Kind of like another prospect on prospects fight, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of prospects and high-level guys in this lightweight division, so it's going to happen. We're going to have to fight people like this, fight up-and-coming prospects. It is what it is. I think this would be a super, super fun matchup. This could honestly be the main event of a main event prelims. Don't put this shit on no pay-per-view main card. Put this on the prelims. I wouldn't be mad if this is the main event of the prelims. Let's go down. Ketlen Souza got that TKO underdog win. Let's match her up with Arina Karalosi. I think this would be a fun matchup. Who really cares at the end of the day? Joshua Van got it done. I didn't think he'd be able to get it done. He showed us wrong. Pretty much dominated this round, but had some pretty low level IQ at certain points. But regardless, still very impressed that he came back 2 months ago from getting knocked out and just humiliated in his last fight, coming back to winning this fight. Short notice as well. I have nothing but good things to say for Joshua Van. Very impressive. Let's match him up. I'm not going to give him anyone huge up the rankings, but I think he should come back, let's say, early next year. Jose Johnson. I think this would be a fun matchup. A really easy fight for Joshua Van as well. Yeah, put this on some Fight Night card. I think this would be a fun matchup. Let's go down. Mr. Chiwi got it done again. But this boy's being a little bit delusional. He wants a top 15 matchup. He was asking for 60K. My boy, you just barely got past that guy. I don't think he deserves the 60K. I don't think he deserves no top 15, no top 20, no top 25. He was almost an 1100 favorite. He came in and lost the second round. Again, we need to treat this guy very special. I don't think we should give him any killers. I think we need to keep building him. The UFC wants to keep building him. Let's give him Davy Grant, a big name in this division. Plus, in my opinion, someone he can get it done over. And if he can't beat someone like a Davy Grant, then there's no reason for us to call him a prospect. But that's every single winner. A few losers for UFC 306. You guys have to let me know in the comments below. Did this pay-per-view live up to the expectations? I'm not gonna lie, this shit was pretty cool. The visuals, it seems to translate pretty well over to the actual screen than being there in person. The only one thing that, you know, the audio was pretty ass. I'm not gonna lie. The audio was such dog shit. It was just terrible, but overall, very, very fun fight card. It lasted for like 6 hours, even though there's only 10 fights. The little movies they had in between, I thought that was really cool. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think? And I usually save this to the very end of the video. I'm probably gonna start putting this to the very front because you guys are lazy motherfuckers. Look at this shit. 99% of you guys watch this for free. All I do is ask for a subscribe, maybe even like this video. But if you guys made it to the end of the video, you might as well just subscribe, turn on those post notifications so you never miss any of these rare videos. I literally post all of these matchmaking videos, every single card. If it's a pay-per-view or a non-pay-per-view, I post them every single card. And yeah, it's 3 a.m. here. Your boy's gonna edit this shit real quick, post it up for you guys, and then your boy's going to bed. So with that being said, guys, there's really not much else left to say except for I will see you guys in my next video.